Matt from ApplianceVideo.com. Today we're going to do a replacement on an Icemaker for the Maytag bottom freezer. The tools that are required to complete this repair is a 1/4 inch nut driver and just a couple different size flathead screwdrivers. So what we're going to do first here is we're just going to go ahead and remove the drawer, the lower door itself. Just going to pull out, lift up, pull it right off here. Alright, now we're just going to remove the upper rack here. And now we've got 2 Phillips screws at the top and one down here at the bottom. So we're going to remove the bottom one first. They're actually 1/4 inch screws. I'm going to remove that. And usually you can just loosen the 2 top ones here a little bit. Okay, and we're going to disconnect our main wiring harness right back here in the corner. Lift the Icemaker right up and off the 2 screws. It's hanging up on this bottom one here, so the back one will have to come all the way out. Just like that. And you can see there was ice cubes in the Icemaker, it just wasn't ejecting them. And as it was running, you could just hear like a grinding noise, like the gears were stripped out on it. Okay, what we're going to do is basically strip all the components off the old Icemaker. You got your lever arm here, which you just kind of push out like that. And remove from this side here. So you put your lever arm in your new Icemaker. I'll push it almost all the way in. Put the other side in there. Make sure it locks in and out. Like that. We're going to pull the cover. Little tab on the bottom side you can get a screwdriver in. Pop that cover off just like that. Set that off to the side, and that will expose a connector for your wiring harness. Take a flathead screwdriver, just depress the tab. Pull the harness out like that. You got your little inline fuse right there. And pull the little connector that holds the harness off. And we're going to reinstall it onto the new Icemaker here. And we're going to go ahead and snap that into place like that. Clip that up in under there. Pull your harness guide. Make sure that snaps in. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take our fill cup, pop that off. And we're gonna snap the fill cup right here onto the new one. Just like that. And we're not going to put the cover back on quite yet because we're going to test the new ice maker out. So we're going to go ahead and mount this up back into the freezer here. So what we're going to do, we've got one screw that's still hanging there. Put the ice maker on it, guide it into the fill tube there, and hanging on our one screw we have. Now we're going to get up inside to put the other screw in. Tighten that down. Now tighten your other screw that was loose back down. Reconnect our harness in the back here. When you're installing it, you want to make sure your harness comes up over the top of the fill tube, which I had mine down there. I just kind of had to tug it, bring it around the bottom side, and we'll just go ahead and connect that in. You should hear it kind of lock into place. Give it a little jiggle. Make sure it's locked. Okay, now at this point what we're going to do is we're going to jump the thermostat out on the ice maker to force a harvest cycle. Make sure it's going to fill properly with no leaks. Alright, so what we're going to do, just strip any piece of wire down that you have. This step isn't necessary, you don't have to do it. You could install the ice maker and just kind of wait until it comes down to temperature. But what we're doing at this point is making the ice maker think it's satisfied temperature wise to allow it to fill. We're going to take the jumper wire, put it in between T and H, which is going to jump out your thermostat on the ice maker and basically make it closed. And on this one, the light switch is wired in with the ice maker. So you close the light. And once you hear a little click, it takes about 2 or 3 seconds, then it should start going on its own. You can pull your jumper out. You do have to hold the light switch closed. And you should see the gears turning on there. And after a couple minutes here, once that rate gets around to about the 10 o'clock position, the ice maker should fill for us. We're just going to want to make sure we don't have any leaks. Make sure the fill tube's properly seated. And then at that point, we'll put the cover back on and reinstall the lower basket. Okay, so the ice maker filled with water. We didn't have any leaks. We're just going to go ahead. We're going to put our bottom screw back in here. Snap our cover back on. Just like that. And now we're just going to go ahead and put the drawers back in. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and put the upper rack back in now. And put the lower one back in. We're going to go ahead and pull the track all the way out here. Just like that. And it's going to seat right on these 4 brackets there. Your back ones in first, then lower it down and you can seat your fronts just like that. Okay, and that will complete our repair on the replacement of the ice maker for the Maytag bottom freezer. Thank you for watching ApplianceVideo.com.